Welcome, my beautiful friends. My name is Christina Marie from BeautyAmaB. I do beauty reviews, tutorials, unboxings, spoilers, and giveaways. We have a tutorial for you today specifically on hooded eyes and how to get that glam hooded eye look. You can do it too. I've got all the tips and tricks for you in today's video. Welcome so much. If you haven't subscribed, join us. I love chatting back and forth with you guys. You can chat with me down below or over on Instagram and Twitter. Those handles are in the description box. So let's jump right in and I can share with you my little tips and tricks. I'm going to zoom you in a little bit. So I always start off by priming my eyes. I go in with my fingers and as I put the primer on, and that way I can feel how much product I am using and kind of manipulating all around. And you want to make sure to get in that inner corner, and to do so, to make sure it's all even out, after I do that, I do go in with a sponge and kind of just blot it all around, make sure everything is even, and then I go ahead and set that with a translucent setting powder. And then I go in with my curling wand and I just kind of go in to pump it about 10 times. Just to kind of give your face a template to work from. It really helps to define the eyes and tell you how far out you should go and everything else like that. Now, because we are dealing with hooded eyes, for your crease, you don't want to go in directly to the socket of the eye socket. You want to come above it a little bit. We're going to give ourselves kind of a little bit of a fake crease going on right above that. Now when you come towards the center of the lid and you're coming towards that downward slope, do not follow the socket of your eye. So what you're going to do is kind of almost come straight across like you're coming towards your eyebrow. So you're going to bring this just straight across. And try and keep your elbow up. It just gives you more real estate room to work with when you do it that way. Instead of coming down, you're kind of looking down at your thing, you don't have that much room. But if you're looking up, and you're coming from up above, I know it's kind of awkward, but it will really help you out. And see just how much more open that makes the eye. By keeping that inner corner free of every color, it just helps to brighten up the eyes, makes them look less hooded. And there's nothing wrong with hooded eyes. Everybody's eyes are different. And mine are kind of more hooded. Other people's are not. Other people's have different stuff going on with the eyes, and that's all fine. It's what always makes us unique. Now when you are working with the outer corners, do not go ahead with a super dark shade right here, especially on this outer side, and buff that in. It'll bring the eyes downwards. So instead, you still have that transition shade, but everything is coming up. It's not going down. And just kind of blend and buff all of that. Especially for a hooded eye, do not take a dark shade all the way across the lid. You only want to concentrate kind of on this outer corner here. And always blending up. And that's about as far as I want to take it inside, because I want to leave the inside open to make my face look brighter, more awake. Notice, because this last kind of lash right here is right here. It gives me the perfect template to know where to stop on that outside. So that's why I always love curling my lashes to begin with. Now for your lower lash line, I do not want you to take that crease all the way in. It'll make your eyes look smaller. It'll make your face turn downwards. You want everything up and bright. So you can go in but just that outer corner. Do not take it all the way in. It'll make your eyes look smaller. And it'll make everything look like it's turning downwards. And then what I like to do is go back into that first transition shade that we very first used and just kind of run it underneath to kind of help build everything together. There's no additional product. And then what I like to do is go back into that very first transition shade, and I start on the inside, and I just kind of, all I'm doing is kind of buffing out the inner corner, and I'm bringing it all the way across. That way it kind of helps blend that outer darker shade on the lower lash that you already did. For your brow bone, I do not want you to take the shadow, shimmer shadow, all the way up here. It will close your eyes in and make your look downwards. It does the opposite effect that you want for hooded eyes. So I only want you to kind of come from the arch outwards. Because again, it's all about lifting and bringing everything out. And then I like to go in after I do that and just kind of blend a little bit. And that way it knocks off any high shimmer or anything. You still have a little bit of shimmer, but it knocks off the super brightness of it. And then I love taking a shimmer just on the inner corner, like that inner third. And then I'll go in with a pencil brush. This one is a rougher 03 to really get in that very inner corner where my fingers can't reach. And let's do kind of the center by the tear duct and then just a little bit down below. Now for the eyeliner, I don't want you to take a super thick line all the way across. All you're gonna see is your eyeliner if you do it that way. So a trick that I have been loving lately is instead of a black liner, I'll take like a dark brown, but I'll actually grab my eyelids and look up and kind of put this in the waterline. You already see from when I've done this one and this one, how it just gives that little extra pop without having a big thick line. I've been loving the Makeup by Mario eyeliner pen. So it has the eyeliner on this side and then a brush on the other side. Take this outer corner and just the slightest of, I don't like a big heavy wing, so I just want the slightest of wings. Now for the lower lash waterline, I just want to use that liner on the outer portion. In the waterline. And then for the rest of the waterline, I'm going to go in either with a white or a light beige or pink for my skin tone. Again, it doesn't close off the face. You are lifting and kind of brightening all the center of the face. Now for mascara, I do like to go in with mascara on the upper and lower lash lines. Some people think that you can't use mascara on the lower lash lines if you have hooded eyes. That's not the case. It'll make your eyes feel more open if you do, but there's a trick to it. So first I go in with the upper lash mascara just as I normally would. I apologize, my battery did cut out, but the only thing that I did do is go in with mascara all across the lid on the upper lash line. I do use the new lash and it helps my lashes look super long where I don't feel like I need an extra falsy lash on top of that. And then on the bottom lash, what I like to do is, because the bottom lash will make your eyes look brighter and more awake if you do have a little bit of mascara on. Now here's the trick. I always do a waterproof mascara. I have watery eyes. I don't need black smudges down here. So I'll put a thin, and I really like this Clinique High Impact one. It has this, I love, especially for the lower lash, you want a tiny wand so that way you can get right in there. and it just makes your eyes look so much more awake. So those are my tips for how to do a glam hooded eye look. Let me know what you guys think. This is kind of my first one that I've done where it's not in a particular palette review video that I'm doing. I just wanted to show you some tips and tricks how you can create your own look if you do have a hooded eye. I hope that you guys have a beautiful rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye!